Donald Trump's chances of winning in November rising significantly, according to Nate Silver, who now predicts Trump has a 42% chance of winning the White House, up from a 3% chance of victory just a month ago. Silver not the only one seeing a dramatic increase in his view of Trump's chances. Clinton's campaign manager, Robbie Mook, also giving Trump a 40% chance of winning. He wrote in a team memo, as it's called, quote, "Trump's path to the presidency is no longer a pipe dream. It's clear and it's real." Joining us tonight, Boston Herald columnist, radio talk show host, Adriana Cohen. Great to have you with us. Charlie Spies, former election law counsel for the Republican National Committee, CFO for Romney's 2008 presidential campaign. Great to have you with us as well, Charlie. Adriana, let's start with these rising prospects, these three battleground states, clearly to Trump's advantage, not even envisioned as a possibility a few months ago. What do you make of it?
It's incredible momentum that Donald Trump is showing. He is charging his way not only to the debates but to the election. And it's frankly got Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, Robbie Mook, spooked. He's sending out these alarming messages to his team and Clinton supporters like, hey, Donald Trump could actually win this. Yeah. And we see all the average, national polls show it's a dead heat. And right. Even in critical battleground states.
Well, as Ed Rollins admonished us all here earlier in the broadcast, don't worry too much about those national polls. They're fun to look at and watch, and we will be covering them. But these battleground polls are where the real action is. Are you impressed with Trump's performance?
I'm impressed with his performance, but even more surprised by how bad Hillary Clinton has done. Trump's numbers haven't really risen in these states. What's happened is her numbers have had the bottom fall out because she's had just a terrible 2 to 3 weeks.
You sound like you're still not a born-again Trumpian. Are you still hanging in there for Romney and the never-Trumpers?
I'm a never-Hillary person, and I hope that in the coming weeks in the debate, Donald Trump can bring on board that 20% of Republicans who aren't with him yet.
Yeah, about 20%. That's pretty high right now. Last thing I looked at, that had narrowed some. But nonetheless, he is bringing on independents, Adriana, like no one. Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say no one, because obviously he and his team did expect that he would draw well among independents. That could be the difference here, couldn't it?
Absolutely, and he's bringing in Democrats as well. I mean, we've seen that all throughout the primary. So many Democrats had switched their party affiliation from Democrat to Republican just to vote for Trump. We saw that specifically in my state here in Massachusetts, but also now in Ohio. There's a lot of Democrats.
In Massachusetts, aren't nearly everybody a Democrat anyway? I mean, do they even bother?
I know. You know what's interesting is I'm all over the state here, and I barely see any Hillary Clinton yard signs or bumper stickers. It's interesting. During the primary, I would see Bernie Sanders, but I see very little. Donald Trump does have quite a bit of support here in Massachusetts, but we see in these swing states, he's showing strong performance now in Ohio, Nevada, North Carolina, definitely Michigan. With Ford announcing that they're going to move. Yes.
Right. I got to turn to Charlie here very quickly because we're running out of time. You talked about you want to be persuaded. The fact of the matter is that Donald Trump is persuading Americans. They are moving in his direction. In these debates, you want to be impressed. What does he have to do, in your judgment, to impress you? And what is his greatest threat from Hillary Clinton when they stand on that debate stage next Monday evening?
The big advantage that Trump has is that the expectations are low for him. What he needs to do is show issue competency. He has to show that he's up to speed and on a foreign policy issue, he's got to give a coherent answer about some sort of doctrine. I got to
be honest with you. What scares me about what you're saying, do you want an answer like one of the, something that would be brewed up by the moronic team of Republicans and Democrats that have been in the White House over the last 4 presidential terms? Because I got to tell you, I don't think I want any part of them. I want something new. I want something fresh, original, and bold, and modest, to be really honest with you. Modest.
And that's the talking point that he'll use to excuse a lack of depth, if there is one. But let's hope that we're all surprised and pleased that he comes in and knows a little bit about foreign policy.
I just want him to whip her. Is that fair? Hey,
But I
what do you want to happen?
Yeah, I think Donald Trump will have a strong performance. I mean, look how he did during all the debates with the GOP. He had 16 competitors, and he wiped them clean.
Yeah.
So Hillary Clinton is, I think he has a strong chance of winning these debates.
All right, good. With that, Adriana, good to have you with us. Adriana Cohen, Charlie Spies, thank you so much.